How's it going, everybody? This is the prolonged engagement show with Kyle and Sarah.
First one.
This is our first episode. Um, our idea for this whole thing is to, first do a podcast where we're just going to talk about things like music and video games and relationships.
Because we've been in one as of on February 14th for 10 years, so I think we're pretty good in that department.
And we're also going to be doing some Let's Plays.
We have our first one up already.
Yeah, the first one, we did it this morning just as a trial run. We played Super Smash Brothers for the Wii U, and it was interesting to say the least. 20 minutes of play. I would talk to intermittently between there and whatnot.
Oh, it's Grandma Rachel.
Just as this moment, you just saw a cut. Sarah was on the phone, so we had to stop all of everything.
Okay, it was my grandmother, so leave me be.
Where were we?
We were explaining about what we're doing with the podcast for, and this thing keeps falling out of my face, so I have to lean and it hurts. Yeah, we're doing it. What we're going to talk about is relationships because we've been in one for 10 years. I know we said that.
Mm-hmm.
Talked about how we're going to do video games. Oh, this morning we did the Let's Play.
Mm-hmm. So this morning we played Super Smash Brothers Wii U. And so it's 20 minutes of us playing and talking intermittently in there. We did it as a trial run because we have yet to use. We got an Elgato Game Capture 60. We plugged it into the Wii U. We haven't used the damn thing yet, so we decided to go ahead and just post the attempt,
to say the least,
onto YouTube, which we'll put a link on that on the website. If you're not viewing this on the website and you're viewing this on YouTube, the website is theprolongedengagement.com, and that's where you'll be able to find not only the links to the YouTube channel where the videos will be posted, but also we're going to have the show in audio format.
Mm-hmm.
That, as of right now, I haven't gotten it through iTunes yet, because to get it on iTunes you have to do a few other things. But it should be to where you can get it on that beautiful podcast app soon.
Very soon.
Then it can be listened to on there.
Yep.
So we're going to be doing some Let's Plays every once in a while, whenever we feel like it. We're going to try to do the show at least once a week.
Yep.
If we feel like once a week isn't enough, then we'll do it more than once a week. But
if we get the listeners.
But I really don't care.
True.
I feel
you don't.
I really don't. I feel like we should just be able to. I'm doing this more for us than anything else. I just want to do it.
Put out our opinions, and
I just want to put some content out there and whatever. If no one looks at the Let's Plays and no one listens to the podcast, I'm still going to be doing it because I want to.
But listeners and viewers would be nice.
Yes, that would be very nice. I would enjoy that, and if we get so many people to view the things on YouTube, then they eventually start paying people, and that would be nice to.
Oh, that would be very nice
for some cash, but that's not.
That doesn't seem to be in the foreseeable future.
That's not in the foreseeable future at the moment.
But it's hopeful. It might happen.
Mm-hmm. GarageBand. It fucking sucks.
Well, that wasn't the way I thought you were going to go into that.
Well, it's not.
It's not user-friendly, anymore.
Well, it used to be, and it used to be just fantastic, where everything had its place on here, and now there's like it's a simplified view, and I can't find anything anymore. The same thing happened on iMovie when I switched over to the new iMovie, and I was like, I was trying to put together that time lapse video from
when we moved in, yeah.
Yeah, the time lapse video.
Oh, are you gonna post that or no?
I may post that.
Do you want to tell them what it is or no?
Yeah, in a sec. But I went to go put in the time lapse video, and I couldn't find how to change the duration of the clip. So it puts it in at 4 seconds each, and I was like, well, 4 seconds doesn't work for a time lapse because they were taking one photo every 4 seconds will be real time. It won't be a time lapse because it takes them every 5 seconds. I'm like, that's just stupid. So I had to go on Google and search how to change the clip duration. I've changed the clip durations on iMovie for years. I knew exactly where they were, and it's been ever since they switched to the new fangled user interface at iLife 08 or something. Mm-hmm. I've known exactly where everything is. They hadn't changed anything. But then, last year with the newest iLife, they just changed everything, and I can't find anything now. It's almost as bad. Yeah, well, yeah, just as bad as when Microsoft gave us Office 2007, and they gave us that stupid ribbon. We had to get used to that.
You mean the ribbon that no longer exists?
The ribbon still exists.
Not like it used to.
No, not like it used to with that stupid Office button up at the top.
Yeah.
It's more, they kind of melded the 2003 aspect into it, but
made it much better.
But it's still a ribbon. I just couldn't find. I fiddled with this thing for what? It was like 5 minutes just to figure out how to put how to take the audio. How to take the audio and put it in here so I could actually use it.
Do you actually want to
And I may actually
keep the video in there?
I may actually put the video up
just
separately of just me complaining about
how much you
GarageBand
hated
while
it.
I figured out how to use the damn thing.
So yes.
Yeah. So the time lapse video that I took.
While you're moving in.
Yeah, I set up my GoPro in the corner of the room, and it's just us moving boxes around and unpacking things, and pulling TVs and video games and stuff out of the out of boxes and into their places.
Place where they are now, currently, kind of.
Me putting together a faux fireplace, and cabinet. Well, not cabinet. Shelves and hanging pictures and that sort of deal.
Yep.
But other than that, so you told me that you actually had something to talk about, but you haven't talked at all. So.
Well, because you wouldn't shut up. So, no, I wanted to talk about how much this kind of sucks being a Floridian, born and raised back down in Florida, where normal weather at this time of year is 80 degrees, moving up to Virginia where we now live, and it's now, 12 degrees outside today?
No, it is 34.
Oh, it's 34. Okay, so it's technically like a heat wave up here for these people. And having to do that huge change, you enjoy it though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the one that is having the most problems with it.
Last night was a problem.
Last night was a problem.
We were under a severe wind advisory. And,
which I don't think we've ever had unless we've been in a hurricane or might have been if there's a tornado around.
Yeah, we went to go. Last night we went to the movies. Oh, we can talk about that.
Oh, we can.
We went to go see The Imitation Game with Benedict Cumberbatch, It's the movie about Alan Turing.
Yeah.
And his contributions to solving the Enigma puzzle in World War II, which was the machine that the Nazis used.
Well, it wasn't just the Nazis; it was the Germans.
Oh, yeah.
Who were
not much of a difference in World War II.
It's a difference to me, so thank you.
Well, but that's the machine that they used in order to encrypt their messages. And so the Alan Turing created the Turing machine, which was the precursor to this beautiful MacBook Pro here.
And to your entire college degree.
Mm-hmm. Alan Turing is known as the father of computer science.
Yeah, you said that like 500 times.
Throwing that out there. But yeah, when we were actually walking to the movie theater from the car, what did you think the wind was? It was at least 30 miles per hour.
At least.
It was like blowing us over as we were walking into the theater.
Yeah, I almost got swept off my feet and onto my ass.
And then on the way back out,
it was deathly cold.
Oh my God.
It was at 12 degrees.
It was deadly
and then
cold.
Plus the at least 30-degree wind. So it felt like it was below zero.
It was cold. I don't know if it was below zero, but it was cold.
No, it felt like it though.
And
felt like it, and it sucked.
Yeah, I had to sit there while the
scary.
Car heated up and all that. But
we're not used to this type of stuff. We're not used to the cold, getting that cold.
No, definitely not used to having to sit there while my car heats up. Yeah, I don't ever have to worry about that in Florida.
I will say one of the interesting things that probably all the Northerners will tell us that we're nuts about is the snow. I like watching the snow fall.
I have enjoyed it thoroughly. When I was at not this past Tuesday. We've been in classes for 2 weeks now.
Yep.
Not this past Tuesday, but the
Tuesday before.
Yeah.
Your first Tuesday.
Yeah. So Tuesday, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. It started snowing while I was out there, and I was literally the only person with a smile on my face. I was sitting out there just going like, "Oh my God!"
Like a 5-year-old.
Yeah, and everyone was sitting there like,
grumble, grumble, grumble.
Damn snow. But I was enjoying myself thoroughly.
Yeah.
And then it stuck for a little bit there while while it was snowing, and then it was snowing crazy all over Fairfax. But by the time I had gotten back home to Alexandria, it was all gone. None of it had stuck.
Not here in Alexandria, at least.
It didn't stick. It stuck this past Tuesday.
Yes, it did.
When it snowed.
Oh.
It stuck for a whole day almost. I think it was gone by. Most of it had melted.
It was gone by about 6.
Yeah, most of it was melted by about 6.
Yeah, poor Alphaba went out there, saw it, and ran back in. She's not used to it either. She's like, she agrees with me on this point.
I took her out that night, the Tuesday night, and
was she hopping like a bunny?
No.
No.
It was like an inch of snow.
Oh.
So it wasn't really.
No hopping.
No hopping like you see in the. But yeah, she pooped in the grass and it was all like steaming. It was so cold outside. But
I see that.
Yeah, that's just weird. Having to pick it up is weird too. Because when you pick it up and your hand is deadly cold, and you pick up warm poop, it's pretty gross.
Yes. It's a strange experience.
Nah, to say the least. Haven't had to do that before. Well, Alfie just normally goes out in the front lawn does her business, comes back in. But now I got to pick this stuff up here. We are if you didn't catch that, we currently live in Alexandria, Virginia. In right in Old Town. We have a lovely view of the Alexandria National Cemetery.
Probably one of the best views, I think, for any apartment is out of a cemetery, because it's kind of awesome.
The cool thing is that we get to see the planes coming in and out of DCA. And then one guy at my old office said that we could every once in a while we'll be able to see. You tired, are you?
Yes, I really am.
We'll be able to see Air Force One come down the Potomac when it comes back in.
Yep.
So we might be able to see that unless he's already back. I don't know.
I think he came back last night because I saw a plane come in.
President Obama was supposed to go to Saudi Arabia and India, I think, but I think he may already be back. We might have missed that. He could have flown in the middle of the night for all I know. I don't really. They're not going to say, "Hey,
these are your flight patterns."
Yeah, President's going to be coming back at 2 a.m. in the morning. Everyone, make sure that you look outside and shoot it down, or whatever this is Northern Virginia, so I think
we're okay.
He's pretty safe as it goes, and
yes.
Thank God that Northern Virginia is the most liberal part of the state.
Oh no, when we talked about that in class the other night, about the North and the South, and I was like, I'm technically from the South. I'm from Florida. And Professor Cooter's he's like, that's not the South. He goes, you have Miami. That's not the South.
South Florida is our only saving grace.
Kind of.
Because
he and I even agreed that technically Key West is not part of the states.
No, it's really not. It's
its own world.
They are the Conch Republic, and they will be the Conch Republic. But if it ever came down to it, and the U.S. government was like, "Hey, you wanna take up your own crap?" and they'd be like,
"Hell no,
nope, we got it too good here.
We're good.
We've got the best of the Caribbean with the best of the United States right here."
Oh yeah. I miss Key West. I like Key West.
Well, it's still there.
I know.
I'm just letting you know that.
I know, but I want to go back.
It's still there.
I know, but I want to go back. It's pretty. It's really pretty. It's really pretty down there.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't think you said it enough times.
It's really pretty.
Okay.
If you've never gotten to visit, go. Because it's totally worth it. Just remember to listen to the podcast on your iPhone while you're sitting on the beach.
Because it's really pretty?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Saving Grace, Miami, Tampa. Not where we used to live in Lake County. That's that place is a hellhole.
No, it's not a hellhole.
It's a hellhole.
It's not a hellhole.
Yeah.
It's not that bad.
If anyone's seen the meme of Florida where it just says, the I-75, the dividing line between rich people and rednecks.
Yes.
And we're on the redneck side of that.
Do you got to be rude about it?
No, because it's true.
It's sadly true. Yes, but what? Come here. Up. Yeah, so now the dog is in the podcast too.
Well, she always wants to be in the middle of the that's her licking her face for the audio there.
Can they hear it?
Yes, I can hear her licking your face.
Does it sound like disturbing?
It sounds like.
Okay. What do you want? No, you're not getting up on the table. 2 paws on the table. There. Yes, I don't know if any of you knew, but we do have a dog.
It's a mini long-haired dachshund named Elphaba.
Who has to be in everything. Do you want your own mic, Elf?
I don't know if that would do her any good.
She doesn't make any sound.
Yeah, other than her barking at the FedEx man.
Hey, that barking at the FedEx man's important.
Mm-hmm. I'd rather her bark at the FedEx man.
And it's not like it's a major bark either. It's a one bark. Just to make sure that we know there's someone at the door.
Interesting. Pregnant pause. I feel like this is total shit.
I'm sorry, but we sound like Tom and Dan. That's what this reminds me of.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
Not at all.
Because we're not as funny.
And we're just we have no structure, no nothing, and we're just randomly talking about nothing.
Well, isn't that what they do too? Stop.
No, there's a structure. At least they have things that they're going to be talking about. But I'm not assuming. But this is
ours. Here.
But no, we're just doing this as a
first run. First time ever doing.
As a first run. So I just wanted
the first one's not supposed to be any good.
To try this and see where this was going.
Yeah. I had that to talk about. Was trying to Floridian learn how to be in the north. Other thing I wanted to talk about was figuring out what to do on a Saturday or Sunday without theme parks. That's not grocery shopping or chores. So those Saturday or Sundays that you actually can go out and do something when it's nice in the spring.
Well, you can't go out right now.
No, I didn't mean right now, but
because it's a little too cold.
A little too cold? You're being nice about that.
It's a little too cold. As much as I am enjoying the cooler weather, although it's cold. Like I said, this is total shit at the moment.
Well, what do you want to try to talk about then?
I have no idea.
Then you try to think of ideas because it's not easy.
Came in here with no sense of direction, and
you said that you thought it would be easy.
Guns a-blazing. Well, no, I said it would be easy if you figured out something.
Well, I told you what we should talk about.
What was that?
I told you, let's talk about how being a Floridian moving to a place that's very cold.
It's cold.
And then we should talk about what do you do up here when you're actually allowed of your apartment. Because currently right now I feel like Preston from Avenue Q. There's a life outside your apartment.
Yeah, it's called the Smithsonian. Seriously.
Okay.
We can hop right on the metro. We go right downtown, and we could go to any museum that we wanted to for absolutely nothing, other than the metro fare.
But how long? Like, you can't do that every Saturday or Sunday because there's not that many museums.
Yeah, but you can go to the Natural History Museum for probably 4 days straight and not see it all.
True.
I'm just saying.
True. That's if you read every little plaque.
And I do.
Yes, you do. Which is the difference between you and me.
Well, we went to Mount Vernon, 2 weeks ago now?
Yeah.
No, it was last week.
Last week.
Last Friday?
I believe so.
Went to Mount Vernon.
Yep.
And, yeah, and I sat there and freaking read every single plaque as
yes. You read, and I would scan,
So you
get the
were
idea,
scanning
and keep going.
You know, and then you're like, oh, and you say a bunch of crap, and then I'm like, no, that was totally wrong because you didn't read the rest of the card.
Well, I had most of it right.
No, you just kind of,
I would just scan it.
You kind of just gathered a bunch of nonsense and passed it off as truth.
Okay, that is a total bullshit.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Was the first time I drove in sleet, though.
That was interesting.
So,
This is falling. I can't keep this up next to my mouth.
then you gotta turn that thing over there.
Okay, give me a sec. Ow! That was my
Turn
face.
that. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Turn it.
This?
No. That's the wrong way.
I can just hold it. I'm just gonna hold it.
That's just annoying.
I don't care. It's better that way for me. There we go. I'm good. Now I can control it.
You're gonna hold the microphone.
Yes.
What's wrong with you?
I'm a singer. This is a hell of a lot easier than your stupid little stand. It's not stupid, but it annoys me because I can't fix it the way I want it to fixed.
Oh, Elfie's under the table.
Yes.
I can hear her in the headphones.
Oh, you
I
can?
hear her scratching her neck. And now she's going to go look out the window.
Oh, she loves that window. She gets really pissy when I have it closed.
We have in the living room. We have a floor to ceiling window that looks down on the street and the
Cemetery.
cemetery, and she just enjoys looking out the window. We had your parents came up with us to move in, and they brought one of our other puppies. His
Snow.
name is Snow. He's an American Eskimo Spitz, and he freaking loved the.
He would sit
window.
there almost
he would just
all
sit
day.
at the window and
Look out.
and look out.
He loved it.
He did that when we took him to Chicago. He did that as well. He'd just sit there and look out the window for a while.
Yeah.
But at least he had a few dogs to look at that point, because there was that condo across the street that had the
Yes, very true. And he thought that was enjoyable.
dog park. But you saw a few dogs walking out front of our building.
Yep.
You didn't bark at them too much.
No, he didn't
I
bark
was
at them
very,
like he did in Chicago.
Yeah.
But he was definitely intrigued.
There was one time where he went, "Rrr," and so I snapped at him, but that was about it.
Yeah, but he's a puppy. He's going to make noises and try to be all tough because he's a puppy.
He's a jackass.
He's not a jackass.
Yeah.
Okay, do we need to bring up that subject so that then you can talk about that?
I can talk about Snow anytime you want.
Do you want to talk about Snow?
He's a jackass.
He's not a
He
jackass.
barks all the time.
Okay, now, Snowy's not a jackass.
He was fine when he was up here.
Oh, no, up here he was a perfectly well-behaved dog.
I don't know what he does when he gets back home, but
I'm telling you, the problem was that he had to deal with...
we chat on the phone with your parents, and all I hear in the background is his ass barking.
I think he's just jealous of Snow and or Reese's and Coco.
Why is that?
Well, it's obvious because he's the baby.
Well, and tell him to get unbabyish.
You have to wait 2 years for that in American Eskimo.
Mm.
Yes. So if you ever want a dog, but you want a dog and not a puppy for 2 years, do not, under any circumstances, get an American Eskimo Spitz, because I promise you, they last puppy for at least 2 years. The first 2 years of their life, they are a puppy. It's not until after that they will calm down and actually become very good dogs. What? She keeps nosing me.
She doesn't like that you're ignoring her.
Yeah, Elfie's rather upset that we're doing this currently. She wants her to be our full attention.
As it should be.
All times of the day.
I'm just going to stand here until you say something else.
I'm trying to think of stuff Just give me a second.
This is why I said to write stuff down.
Okay, I'm sorry. I've been busy studying.
I haven't. I don't believe you.
Really, those are my books. Those are my notes.
No one outside of this apartment can see that those are your books.
Well,
You could just be pointing in that direction, be like, those are my books, and all I see is the stack of video games.
okay, that was mean.
Yeah.
That was mean.
Why?
That was just mean. No, I have 4 of my books sitting over on our coffee table. I have a giant packet of my notes from a bunch of different classes that I've been studying to get ready for midterms over on the coffee table.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, don't tell me that I'm not studying.
Speaking of coffee table, I want to get one of those. I want to get one of those Logitech microphone. Not microphone. Microphone. Those Logitech Harmony remotes.
Oh.
You put the thing.
Yeah, the universal remotes that we desperately need.
You put that thing on the end of your coffee table, and then you press like one button, and it turns on like everything.
Yeah.
So you press like, you can say, like there's a button for watching a movie, and so you click that, and it turns on your TV, your receiver, your
all that stuff.
I just want something that turns on that stinking sound bar. That's all I want.
It would be nice.
Because I don't think I even turned the speakers on the TV. So I don't even know what it sounds like.
It could sound like crap.
Oh, I'm sure it sounds like crap. Not to mention I don't like bad. What are you doing?
The microphone smells weird. I bopped myself in the nose with it and it smells weird.
It smells like it's unused is what it smells like.
Yes. I'm so used to a microphone smelling like either really bad or like Lysol.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not used to it smelling like this.
Yeah, it just smells new.
Oh, this is the new smell?
Yeah, it's new microphone smell.
I didn't know what new microphone smelled like.
Well, like I said, when you don't use them, then that's what it smells like.
Do you want to, now I'll explain this. Originally this was actually going to be a band podcast, and we actually had 2 other members.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, the band kind of fell through.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to leave it at that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I could get in trouble for what I might say.
Why?
Because you know what actually happened.
I know exactly what happened. And what happened is that you said, we're going to do a bunch of rehearsals and shit and do all this crap. And then you never did any of it.
Okay, no, really that's not why. Because I was trying to... He always has me do all of the...
I had a full PA ready to go.
Yes. But you always force me to do personnel control.
Mm-hmm.
Which doesn't work when no one takes what I say seriously.
There was plenty of people that were taking everything that you said. Yes.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Really, because I don't want to say the person's name and incriminate them. A certain person who's part of the band told me in front of you that he wouldn't believe anything until you told him.
Oh, yeah, David said that.
I'm trying not to incriminate these people. So why do you go off and say his name when I was trying really hard not to?
Well, that's because you sit there and say, oh, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, and we're going to do this, and then it never ends up happening.
And it's not my fault.
I know.
It's because of circumstances that occur.
Mm-hmm. But
that
the
I
other thing
have
that
no
you
control
like
of.
to do, the other thing that you like to do is sit there and say, oh, there's so many things that I'd like to do, and then you just
Decide
don't
to do them all at once.
No, you don't. You spend
Okay.
like months not doing anything, and then all of a sudden you do everything at once.
How do I put this back? There we go. Oh, now it's all fine. Okay.
Just like how you wanted to put that movie together in the last 2 months that we were in Orlando.
Yeah, and nothing got done because unfortunately you were working. Other and
I was
people.
working and going to school,
And
you didn't have anybody to be in the movie.
I
and
did.
so-
We had it entirely casted except for 2 roles.
Mm-hmm. And then when you finally had it casted, then you looked and you said, oh, well, what days can we do it? And then the 2 people that had to be in the most scenes could not
Be there any
in the most scenes
days.
together.
Could never be there the same
Could
days.
never be there on the same days. So that ran into Christmas, and then nothing gets done over Christmas
Or New Year's.
or New Year's. Nothing gets done.
Nothing ever gets done. And it just sucks. Because I was really excited about it.
Well, I was too. Spent a long time writing that script, and I wanted to do it as well, but
I know. And hopefully, I'd like to get it done. Because I was talking to some of the cast members who still really want to do it. The Silas, who is Vladimir, really wants to do it. He's like, gun-ho, let's do this. Let's go. And he asked me the next time I was going to be in town. I said, well, in March. And he was like, okay, plan it for March. We're getting this done. And so.
yeah, sure.
And I was like, well, we gotta plan this. And now we have to still find the last 2 characters.
Mm-hmm.
We still don't have 2 characters.
Yeah, it's never gonna happen, and you're not
No.
gonna get it, and you're not gonna get filming done in a week, especially that week.
Yeah. Because everybody wants to see us that week.
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody.
We'll be back in our hometown, our spring break week, so that should be interesting.
Yes. It will be very interesting.
We'll see how that goes down.
How long have we been talking for?
It says 40 minutes.
Do you want to end it here or do you want to keep going?
What else are you gonna be talking about?
I have no idea.
Remember, I have to cut out the part that you were talking to your grandmother
Why
on.
why do you make me have to feel guilty for that part?
I'm not making you feel guilty for anything. Okay.
That's how I feel.
Okay.
Oh, I know something we can talk about.
What?
Okay, so, ideas for the
This is why
future.
I said write things down.
Well, this was ideas for the future.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, I would love to get viewers or fans or whatever we were gonna end up calling them.
Mm-hmm.
Because I would like to do like fan greet-ups or group meetups. I can't talk today.
Really? Okay. That would work
Like, that's an idea.
if people actually start
Listening.
listening. Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, it would be cool.
And those people would have to live in the DC metropolitan area in order to do meetups.
Well, it's just an idea, okay?
We could meet up in the DC metropolitan area, the Orlando metropolitan area, or maybe the Charleston, South Carolina metropolitan area.
Why do you say, oh, because it's middle ground.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But it was an idea.
Because your parents said that we were probably going to drive there at some point and
to meet up.
and hang out for the weekend, since it's a fantastic place to be.
Yes, it is.
Not to mention, I need more Firefly sweet tea vodka.
Oh. We don't have any up here, which makes me sad.
Oh, we could get that. We could get that anywhere. Yeah. Because they sell that anywhere.
I did not know this.
Yeah.
Okay, good. That and red
But
velvet.
we cannot get the red velvet shooter things.
We need that, though.
That's only...
That needs to be in my life again.
That's only at the distillery. We can only get that at the distillery. So.
That was really good. I'm sorry.
Yes, well, when we invite 10 people over for New Year's Eve and they decide to go through the entire bottle, it's
Okay, that was an awesome night.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really care. So
I think it was 2 bottles of bourbon were gone in
two bottles of bourbon.
10 minutes.
Sweet tea vodka was gone.
Yeah, sweet tea vodka was gone. Bottle of the
Red velvet.
The red velvet
was gone.
What do they call that? Southern accents. Isn't that what they call it?
Yes.
Southern accents.
That was gone.
So red velvet. If anyone is going to
Firefly Distillery
in Charleston or going to Charleston soon, there is a distillery called the Firefly Distillery.
Yes, and they have wine from Muscadine wine.
There's a wine there. There's a winery there as well.
It's nice. It's actually very nice wine.
The wine it's sweet wine. So if you're a fan of sweet wine, then that's
it's right up your alley.
Right
it
up
is.
your alley. If you're more of a Merlot drinker,
Cabernet,
Cabernet, then that's probably not your not your cup of tea.
It's still interesting.
But still, there is one that's a little more dry, and I kind of like that one. It's the Mullet Hall.
Yes,
I think is
that
what
one.
they call it.
Yes,
yeah. Mullet Hall. That one's actually pretty good. I like that one.
But you'll have to remember, it's
definitely a summertime wine. Though.
Yeah, that's what they call southern wine, Muscadine,
because
it's southern wine.
Stinking grape that grows south
of
that grows that
the
far
Mason-Dixon
south.
line.
So, no, you can
do normal ones.
No, you can do normal grapes up here.
Oh, true.
Which is still south of the Mason-Dixon line, but you can't do it. South Carolina just
the temperament is wrong.
The climate's just too bad for it, but it's really good for tea.
Yes, it is very good for tea.
Which is why Charleston, South Carolina has the only tea plantation all of our land, all of America.
Yeah.
So
and it's quite good tea.
That's actually really, really good tea. American classic tea, if you can find that in the grocery stores, that's here in the U.S.
Yes. But back to Firefly. They are the creators of what is called sweet tea vodka or sweet tea bourbon.
They don't have sweet tea bourbon anymore.
They don't have the sweet tea bourbon?
No, they stopped doing that one. It didn't sell. So they stopped doing that one. The vodka was a lot better than the bourbon.
I know it was, but that breaks me on the inside. Because that was still delicious.
Oh, yeah, it was good. It was more bourbon-y than sweet tea, whereas the vodka is like
just
straight
sweet
up like
tea.
That's sweet tea.
And it's delicious.
But the Southern Accent series that they have is really good. They have a lot of these cool
interesting different flavors.
Like almost like dessert.
Yeah, spirits.
Dessert spirits. So the one that we were talking about is the red velvet cake.
And the interesting thing about this is that you actually have to smell it and drink it.
Yeah, if you smell it, you can actually smell icing. The cream cheese icing.
Yeah.
And then you just drink it, and I mean straight up tastes like red velvet cake. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Our friends liked it too.
Very yes, as I found out the day after said party, one of my very best friends, who I've known since 3rd grade, Annie, she tells me, yeah, we had a total of 4 shots. And I'm sitting there, I was like, what are you talking about, 4 shots? I only had 2.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, yeah, you missed 2.
You missed 2 of them. I missed one of them. I don't know how I missed one of them, but I had 3 of them.
Yeah.
But at I got the.
I got the
probably
first.
got the first 2.
And
then the last one.
No, I got the first and the last.
Those
are
the
the 2.
The last one.
Yes, I did.
No, you did not.
I missed the last one?
Yeah, you missed the last one.
No, I got the one that John poured.
Oh, man, maybe that was the last one. Yeah, I guess you did get the last one. But
those were the only 2 shots I got that night.
At any rate. But John poured that one in the little... That's not a shot.
No.
And I mean, Brandon was very fervent about it.
Oh, yes, he was. He was like...
sits there and goes...
That's
not a shot.
He goes, that's a double shot.
That's a double shot. Double shot.
Yeah, as poor Brandon.
But Brandon didn't care at that point.
No.
He was just like, I'll drink it, whatever. Does it have alcohol in it? Yes. Then I will
I'll drink it.
So, Brandon and everyone else that was at our party, if you are watching this or listening to this, sorry, we're going to incriminate you all the time.
Because we love you guys.
And you are our only ties to back to that podunk little town we all come from, except for you, Brandon. You come from Charleston.
Yeah, Brandon. The very interesting thing I will say about our friends is we all knew each other. We've all known each other for a very, very long time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to go into the story. Annie and I became best friends in 3rd grade. Let that sink in. Annie is now 24 and married.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 23 and in graduate school, and we've been best friends since 3rd grade.
Mm-hmm.
Kathy, who I've known since 4th grade, along with you and David, and we've still stayed friends this entire time. And our circles just kept growing because everybody brings in their significant others. Mm-hmm. That's the only reason our circle gets bigger. Is because
Annie brought along her new boo John.
Oh.
David brought in Holly, his girlfriend, which I guess they're getting married, and she's pregnant with their first child at the moment. And then, oddly enough, Brandon's the only odd one out.
Brandon has Patricia.
No, I mean about
how we actually made a friend.
We actually got to be friends.
Yeah, you brought him in, which was weird.
Yeah, and in college nonetheless, because I don't talk to anybody. But yeah, we hit it off, and then he brings along Patricia. So there you go. The group kept on getting bigger. So
yeah. But I will at least say that our group is safe. Mm-hmm. And they're wonderful people to hang out with.
And I've always told, because Brandon and Patricia are the only ones that they're like, oh, surefire, it's gonna happen. We're gonna get up there. And so
Annie and John are coming in October.
Oh, that's right, they are coming in October. So whoever wants, yeah, that's right, because we're gonna go to Gettysburg,
and hopefully get to Philly.
I'd like to go to Philadelphia.
Because we're supposed to go to Penn State Penitentiary.
I'd like to go up there.
For Halloween. At least that's the plan.
But, yeah, I've already enlisted Brandon and Patricia to come in and talk during this whole thing. And I'm sure...
Annie and John aren't going to have really have a problem.
They're not going to have a problem with this. I'm sure they'd love to do it.
Sorry, guys.
So
you're already signed in.
Yeah. Yeah, we may have to do one of these from
Penn State.
We could do one from Penn State. That's a whole year from now, though, almost.
No, it's not.
10 months away.
Oh my gosh, no, it's not. Yeah. It's only 9 now, because tomorrow's February.
Oh, that's right. Tomorrow's February. But we may have to do one of these from Orlando in March.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, except I won't have this whole setup. I'm just gonna have to get off of a recording device.
Yep.
You know. Put a bunch of iPhones down on the counter and just go for it.
That, or I was actually thinking, because I am planning with Patricia a trip to Universal Studios.
Oh, we could do that. Well, what I wanted to do is I wanted to take like I think that we should take my GoPro on a couple rides and stuff like that.
You do know what happens.
No one's gonna know. No one's
Really,
gonna know.
really, because I used to work there, and I can tell you, we'd still tell people to delete their GoPros. We didn't care.
I could just say I don't know how to delete from a GoPro.
Lies. Ow. Lies.
I had a GoPro in my pocket going through the new Harry Potter ride. How are they gonna know that I had my GoPro out?
I didn't even know you had it.
Yeah, I know. I had my GoPro in my pocket. I didn't record anything that day because I just
Good.
didn't wanna do
That's
anything,
mean.
but I had it there. That was already last summer.
Oh my god.
So I actually wanted to go back to Diagon Alley before we left, but
We didn't
get
have
the
time.
to do that.
Oh, don't even remind me. We didn't get to try the hot butter beer.
That sounds disgusting.
Everyone is telling
I don't even like the regular butter beer.
You don't like it?
I do not like the regular butter beer.
Oh, regular butter beer,
yeah.
not frozen.
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say that's a lie. You love the frozen, so
yes,
shut up.
I do like the frozen kind because the frozen kind I can mix that top stuff up with it up in it, and then it's really good. The only thing that you can do, the only way that the regular butter beer is good is when you have that stuff on the top. Are you just having fun smelling the microphone?
Yes, I am.
That's what it smells like.
It's interesting to me. Can you hear it?
Yes, I can.
Is that why?
I can hear it. Every time that you put your nose on that, I can hear it. And then, if you get too close to it, I can hear you breathing on it as well. But the regular butter beer is gross if you don't have the top.
If you don't have the top mixed in.
If you don't have the top with it. And then if you wait too long to drink it, then the top coagulates on the top.
And then it is gross.
And then it's really gross.
But no, apparently they changed the recipe.
What do you mean?
Not in flavor, but in composition.
You mean the topping?
Yes.
So it doesn't coagulate anymore?
It's for the hot. It's supposed to be different. I don't know how, but it's supposed to be different. And it's supposed to be fantastic. They said like frozen and hot are like equal footing. Like the normal is just while the hot and the frozen are like out of bounds. Amazing.
Well, I don't know if I want to try the hot.
I would try it.
That's just freaking weird.
I would try it just once.
But the frozen one is so good.
Yes.
Because you can.
So is the ice cream.
Because you can mix it. Oh yeah, the butterbeer ice cream is really good.
We still haven't done that.
That's just because
it's the two mixed for imperfection.
Two mixed. So.
We still haven't done that, and I still want to.
What?
Butterbeer float.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that would be good.
All you do is take the frozen, get 2 cups, take the frozen, take your ice cream, put it in the first cup, pour the frozen, and then put the other half of the ice cream in the other half of the frozen.
You do, or you could just spend the $10 for your Gilly water.
I never got to.
That is the biggest waste of money I could ever imagine in
Maybe
my
that's what
life.
we should talk about too.
In my life.
Maybe this is
never seen a biggest waste of money.
Okay, you can't say that because Jack did it.
Gilly water.
Jack did it.
It's because it's a thing.
It's a neat.
It's a thing, but it is such. I'm not talking like I am a tourist, okay? Because I'm not.
See, maybe this is what we should talk about is biggest waste at theme parks, or talk about theme parks. This is something that we're very knowledgeable about.
Only the Orlando theme parks, though. And we're not going to be knowledgeable in come the next 2 years. So
Really? Because I'm still reading.
Well, if you are, then go for it.
But yes, Gilly Water. If you ever go to Orlando, Florida, and you go to Universal and you go to Diagon Alley, do not. I repeat, do not. I repeat, do not get the Gilly Water. Do not get the potions. Do not do the Gilly Water. It's not a good investment.
Well, because the Gilly Water is $2 at first.
$2 just for the water bottle.
So it's a bottle of water.
Normal water.
Normal water.
That you can get from the water fountain.
Normal water. You cannot get purified water from the water fountain.
Okay, it's like Aquafina.
Purified water for $2. And then
that's a lot of money.
You have to buy the Gilly Juice, which is like...
No, it's not called Gilly Juice then. It's called a potion.
Yeah, well,
you have to buy the potion.
You buy the potion, and then you put it in the water, and then it becomes Gilly Water.
Yes, it becomes a different flavor of Gilly Water.
Yes.
Which is a different potion for depending upon what you get.
The potions...
are $8.
Are $8.
For a...
$8.
For how many fluid ounces do you think?
Probably like... It's... All it is just a bit of flavoring. It's like adding Crystal Light.
No, not even adding Crystal Light. It's like adding...
What's that? That Mio, that squirty stuff?
Yeah, it's like less than Mio.
Yeah. It's like squirting that Mio stuff in there. And it's $8. $8.
Do you want to say that again?
That's ridiculous.
It really is.
So you're buying a $10 drink, and that's not even alcoholic. That is a total waste to me.
Yeah.
Total waste.
It's not even just that it's not alcoholic. It's water. You're paying $10 for flavored water.
Mm-hmm. You're paying $10 for flavored water. It's not Coke.
It's not a Coke.
You know.
Not a Diet Coke. It's not an alcoholic drink.
No.
It's not like boba tea. Because they have boba tea there now.
Flavored water.
It's flavored water. WATER.
The other biggest
H2O.
The other biggest waste of money at all of Diagon Alley has got to be that money exchange.
Okay, no. It's a waste of money, A, yes, but B, that is really cool if you're a fan.
Oh yeah. And it does have value, which is a good part.
Yes.
So
but it's only within the parks.
Yeah.
And City Walk.
Yeah.
Which isn't bad.
Well,
do you remember where we put ours?
Well, do you think that the McDonald's down on iDrive would take this?
No.
Then of course it's only in the parks. What the heck's wrong with you? Oh, I'm gonna buy this thing at Universal Studios, and it's a goblin exchange money, and I'm just gonna use it at the McDonald's on iDrive.
You know, there's actually tourists who did that.
I'm sure that they fucking do that. They sit there and they go, they try to use their goblin money. Oh, this is Orlando. Oh,
Orlando uses everything.
It's just the same as my Visa card. No, it's
no,
really not.
It's really not. It's a gift card. It's technically you're buying a gift card.
Yeah, it's
a Universal Studios gift card that looks like money from the Harry Potter films.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks like
basically, right?
It looks like goblin money.
It's not called. It's wizarding money.
Whatever.
But yeah, it's not a.
But the thing is, like, so
cool.
you pay $10 and you get $10. But you get it in this form. Well, you know that there are going to be a lot of people
who save that forever.
Who just hold on to that.
Forever.
They've just paid $10 for a piece of paper.
Yes.
Now, granted, it does have monetary value, but only if you trade it back in.
Yes.
Most people are not going to trade that back in.
They're going to save it forever.
They're going to save it as a souvenir.
Yes.
So that's why
you say it's a big waste.
That's why it's a big waste, because you just don't know.
No. Yeah. I completely agree with that. Oh, another big waste. If you are from the Orlando area. Express.
Yes.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous how much they're upselling that for now.
It's almost as
much as a ticket.
As much as a ticket, yeah. So you're paying double just to.
Yeah.
And the Express doesn't work like it used to. So, like,
Do you want me to explain that one? Because I used to work there, so I know how it exactly works. Because it's not fair.
no, it worked.
It's not fair.
It's been working the new way while you were working there, though.
Yeah.
I'm talking about way before then, when you would buy an express pass, and this is like when they were $30 or $50.
Yeah, and it was reasonably priced.
You would have the express pass, and you'd be able to use it all day long.
Yeah.
As many times as you
Yes.
wanted. If you wanted to ride the Mummy ride 5 times, you could use that express pass.
5 times.
It doesn't work like that anymore.
Nope.
You buy $100 express pass, and you are allowed to use it
one-time use
once.
for each ride.
Once at each ride.
That's bullshit.
Is stupid.
Yes.
It's a total waste.
Yes, it is.
The only way that,
The only reason that would be good is if this is your first time coming to Universal. This is the only time you will ever be coming to Universal.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is the only time, like, you have saved up your entire life. You're 60 years old. Only chance that you will ever have of ever getting to Universal Studios.
Mm-hmm.
Only reason why it's worth it.
Yeah. Or you have cancer.
Or you have... I was trying not to say that because that's really mean. That's depressing.
Yeah. No, seriously, if you're a Make-A-Wish kid, get the freaking Express Pass.
No, Make-A-Wish kids get Express.
Oh, that's good. Well, at least they do that.
They get Express for all rides as many times as they want.
I would expect Universal at this point to be like, no, we're working on that Harry Potter money. You gotta pay.
We gotta pay because J.K. Rowling's up our ass.
You gotta pay for the Express Pass, you little cancer girl. But
No, it's actually really fair. They're really nice to the Make-A-Wish Foundation and the other one. There's another one.
Give Kids the World.
Yep.
Yeah.
Those kids are treated like gold.
That's
I
good.
will say. That was one of the best parts about working there.
Mm-hmm.
Was getting to see those kids every day.
And the worst day was Honey Boo Boo.
Oh my God. I will say I was glad that I missed that day of work. But the horror stories that I heard after and that day made me glad I missed it.
The Jonas Brothers are supposed to be there no, maybe not the Jonas Brothers.
Yes, no, One Direction?
Maybe it was One Direction. Oh, it was One Direction. One Direction was supposed to be there like a month ago or something like that, or a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
I saw somebody on Facebook
I had
that was
friends who were
there,
working there that day.
and they were like, "Oh God, One Direction's here," and
Yeah,
it
they
was
were
awful.
They were whining because of how much One Direction cost crowds to go up on a very normally slow day.
Ugh.
But yeah, that's a huge waste. I would say one of the other and final waste you can get there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if you agree with me.
What?
Caricatures.
Oh my God. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Especially because you can go to New York City and get a $2 caricature on the side of the road.
That is 10 times better.
And it would be just as good, if not better.
No, it is better.
Because
those caricatures cost you almost like $20, $25.
Mm-hmm.
And no, this is for every theme park. Because I know SeaWorld had them when I was working there. I think, does Disney yes, Disney does have them.
Disney has them.
But
but Disney is special though.
No, but Disney's special because it's magical. You get to be in a Cinderella dress or with Mickey Mouse or whatever.
Well, the one at Disney may be because
good
because then you could they have that licensing in order to
do really cool stuff with it.
To like put you in a Belle dress.
Yeah.
Or dress you as Captain Jack Sparrow.
Yeah.
Things like that. That might be
actually a pretty good one.
But it's not worth it if you're 20 years old.
No.
If you're going there and you're 25 and you sit there and go, "Oh, I want to get a caricature of me dressed like Captain Jack Sparrow." You just need to go back to your grandmother's basement and play some more Call of Duty because your life is over.
That was kind of mean.
Yeah,
but no, the caricatures are really big waste because they're like $20, $25. Mm-hmm. And then I've actually seen some that aren't very good.
I'm sure.
Like working there, like I would be walking in the morning and walk in, and I walk past the character booth all the time walking to Simpsons, and I watched them practice early in the morning. And there was one morning where this guy was doing another guy who worked there, and it was bad. It was really bad. Like, I couldn't tell if it was for a joke or what it was for, but he kept erasing and fixing and doing it over, and I was like, if you're at that point, it's bad. Toss it. Start over.
Goodness gracious.
That and the face in the whole pictures.
Maybe the face in the whole picture.
You know how they have the face cut out of like famous photos, and then you take a picture of your face and they put it in?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. But at Universal, it's like...
Universal's pretty cool.
No. The Universal one is total shit.
Yes.
Because there's literally nothing there. It's like,
True.
Put your face in this random...
Terminator.
You don't even get Terminator at the Amazing Pictures by Earthquake, or whatever it is now. Disaster.
Yeah.
You don't get any of that. I think you may get like Shrek.
Yeah, another Shrek. There's all those bodybuilders and random ones.
Yeah, you get like your face in a bodybuilder, and it's like, no.
Yeah.
Now, if you go to Disney's Hollywood Studios, you
that's
get your fucking face.
Really cool.
You can get your fucking face put in Obi-Wan Kenobi's. Now that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that one's good.
If I do say something stiff.
Yes. Like, no, what we should say is that we're not choosing sides over Universal or Disney, because it does sound like that. Because I worked for both Universal and for SeaWorld. I do have a favorite from working there.
But there is a point where you're gonna sit there and you're gonna, when it comes down to souvenirs and the things that you get,
I will say
theming wise,
Disney.
You cannot beat Disney.
No,
you really can't.
Can we go to Disney now? You kind of made me want to go to Disney.
No, I fucking hate that place. It's awful.
See, this is the problem. Disney does really good on souvenirs. Their rides are old, yes, but they keep them updated, and they're
The Magic Kingdom has the
same
worst ride. It's been the same stinking ride since 1960s.
Not true, because they've changed them a little bit. They've updated. They call it. What?
They're the same ones.
You're fine.
Space Mountain is exactly the same.
Space Mountain is exactly the same. Kind of. They added steel.
Well, they had to. The thing was going to fall apart.
But that happened. What also happened?
And they've added Fantasyland.
They added Fantasyland, and that's really nice. That whole area is nice. But it's their theming and even their actors, I feel like, are better than Universal. Do you agree with that statement? Okay, you can't just
they've got more to work on.
Yeah, more to use.
They got more to use at that
I
point.
will say that is a very much a step that they have over Universal.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that kind of ruins Universal is they can't use any Harry Potter characters.
Yeah.
Because of J.K. Rowling.
Mm-hmm.
They cannot use them under contract.
Right.
Also, Marvel characters. They can only use a select few. The select few that Disney has said you can use.
Well, the good thing is that they are allowed to use like Captain America.
Yeah, they're allowed to use Captain America. They're allowed to use the villains also. Which, if you notice, guys, if you ever go, the villains will be out a lot more than the heroes.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why I have a picture with Green Goblin.
Oh, man. I thought that you were going to say like something else other than Green Goblin. At that point, I was just going to throw the mic and like, forget this thing.
I was doing pretty good.
I'd be like, delete it! But,
I was like, no, he's not Hobgoblin. I was like, I know that's not Hobgoblin. I was like, that's Green Goblin.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I have a picture with him. I have a picture with Doom.
Mm-hmm.
And they're a hell of a lot more fun. Because they can say things and get away with things that Disney characters can't.
Yeah, it's like when you were in that Ren Fair and you stare.
I got away with things.
You stared at that woman and she just sits there with her little girl on.
Oh, it died. The camera died.
Is that really what it did?
I think so.
I really hope that that's not the case.
It went beep.
Did it really?
It went beep.
Oh, I hope it didn't do that.
You want me to go check it?
Well, it's been recording for the past hour and 12 minutes.
Okay, do you think we made up for the time that we have to cut out?
That and some, I think.
Okay, good.
But let me finish this though. The he sat there and the little girl's on a leash, and you just go, Gilbert, look, it's on a leash.
It's like a dog. And I kept walking. So yes, if the lady who I said that to or in front of is listening, I'm sorry. I have very strong.
I am not sorry.
I'm sorry, not sorry. #sorry, #not sorry. Because I'm sorry. Don't put your damn kids on a leash. They're not dogs.
On that note.
Yes.
Thank you for listening to NPR. Well, thank you guys for sticking with us. If you're actually listening to this or actually watching this on YouTube,
thank you.
Thank you for
you are the MVP. You're the real MVPs.
Sitting through this, because about 30 minutes ago I was going to throw in the towel, and then I feel like we got some sort of groove going on.
I think we need to have 30 minutes of bullshit talk and then actually talk.
We may need to write shit down.
A.
I think that would help.
B, and actually figure out what we're good at talking about.
Yeah.
Because I think theme parks are actually something we can speak about.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think that we should talk about that all the time.
No, not all the time. No.
But we can bring that into conversation and whatnot. This will be a conversational podcast.
Yeah. Hopefully fun compact.
We will bring things up and then we'll discuss them. And I would really like to if we're playing a new video game. See, we didn't talk about any of the games that we're playing right now.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't talk about any of the movies other than... Oh, I didn't even talk about the Imitation Game.
We were going to, but we didn't.
See, you need to write shit down.
All right, and on that note...
So, thank you for sitting through this.
You are the real MVPs.
If you liked it...
Give us a like.
Give us a like.
And subscribe to the channel down below.
And tell your friends. Because we're doing this for us. But we would really like people to watch. So thank you, everyone. And we're out of here.
Bye.
Bye.